Hello guys, Montage here. After the last sniper montage and a lot of requests on how to aim better, I decided to start a tutorial series to explain some basic and advanced infantry moves, so it may help you get better at it. So this short one is to show you a basic shot with the bolt action rifle shooting a moving target at medium to long range. So this will not cover quickscoping and no-scoping because they are not that effective, but this technique works with all scopes. So let's begin, guys. When engaging with the bolt action rifle, you want to go for headshots, to one-shot people. This will only work if the target is moving into one specific direction. If they are zigzagging, it's much harder. So you have to pick them up when they are sprinting in one direction or walking or ADSing, but not zigzagging. So in sniping there is two aspects that you'll have to master. The peeking or the movement and the leading or the aim. The peeking is very important because you'll only have to expose yourself a split second to shoot and get a kill, but you'll be very vulnerable at the moment you stop to aim. That's why aiming quickly is important to reduce exposure and survive longer. So you're gonna peek in and out of cover to reduce your exposure to the minimum and dodge enemy sniper fire, which are your primary threats when sniping. In order to aim, you'll have to stop for a split second before you shoot, and then start moving again. Because strafing and shooting at the same time screw off the bolt action accuracy and the bullet no longer go at the center of the screen. That's what I noticed, especially at long range with high powered scopes, so you have to stop before you shoot. So here's a breakdown of a classic shot when you start at cover. So the first part I said is the movement. So you start at cover, you cloak, and then you peek, and you continue strafing while peeking. So after that we get to the second part, the aim. So you're peeking, now you're scanning the area. You're looking for a target, once you found it, and then you zoom. You stop and uncloak, you hold your breath, you lead, you shoot, and unzoom. We are gonna cover this a little more in details a little later. So that's the end of the second part, the aim. Once you shot, you unzoom, you cloak, and you get back to cover. You can do this all at the same time almost. And then you retramber and repeat. If you get a kill, you get to the next target. If it was a body shot, you go for the follow-up shot. If it was a miss, you retry. But watch out, when you pick the same place the second time, you're much more exposed. People are gonna wait for you, and the more you do it, the more people are gonna notice you. So you have to change position often to not be awaited. That's the timeline basically if we break it down into the keys that we press with the default key bindings. So we are at cover, we cloak, peek and strafe, we scan, we zoom, we stop and uncloak, we hold our breath, we lead, we shoot, unzoom and get back to cover. So you have to memorize and practice this combination to do it the fastest possible to lower your exposure and extend your survivability. So now we're gonna take a closer look at the aiming part. So after you peeked, you scan the area for the target with the rifle unzoomed. So you just approximately aim for the target and spam the AQ. After that you zoom and you approximately center the target, and from there you have to observe the direction of the head. His speed, is he walking, strafing, sprinting? All these movements have different speed values that you'll have to memorize and anticipate. So now you know the direction and the distance approximately. You take like a snapshot in your mind and you place your crosshair on the vector. What I mean by the vector is the line that his head is gonna cross. Now there is a timing. The bullet velocity of the bolt actions are around 600 meters per second, so it's a 2.25 seconds travel time for a target at 150 meters. So half a second for a target at 300 meters. So for this example, so you'll have to put your crosshair at the position you think the head will be in 2.25 seconds. This position will depend on the target movement, the walk, if he is sprinting, ADSing, if he's crouching. It's much easier when they are crouching and going ADS, because they are much slower, so try to catch them when they do so. So now you have the direction, you stabilize your aim by holding your breath, and you shoot. So by the way, the max one-shot headshot kill for the bolt action are as the following. It's 300 meter maximum for the EM4 Longshot, 250 for the default NC bolt driver, and 200 meters for the SAS-R. So the longer the distance, the longer the reload and the rechamber time for these rifles. So the SAS-R is reloading very quickly compared to the EM4 Longshot, so you can do follow-up shots much quicker. And that's it. Now if you miss, you should retry and retry until you get it. Practice is the only secret. And a few tips to begin with: if you're not worried about getting sniped yourself, if you're in a safe position, you can let the scope zoomed until the bullet lands, so you can see its exact trajectory and do better for the follow-up shot. So that's it, guys. This is the end of the short tutorial. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big ass thumbs up. It's greatly appreciated, guys. I hope you enjoyed the editing style, and I hope it was clear enough, and maybe you'll get better about it. I'll love to hear your feedback about this. And that's it, guys. If you have a comment or a question or a suggestion, of course, you can comment below. And don't forget to subscribe. It's free. See you, guys.